Hey guys, I need to talk to you about my setup here. On one hand, I was bummed out, but on the other hand, quite shocked in a good way. Things weren't adding up. I rebuilt my RF power attenuator and replaced the input resistor with 4 of them to quadruple the power handling capability. And things weren't adding up. The resistors didn't get nearly as warm on the 10-meter band. That was the first sign. And I decided to do a little power measurement. And I assumed and I was getting like 1 milliwatt out on 10 meters. I assumed the problem was that my watt meter had gone wonky, but no, no. I removed the attenuator from the signal path and connected the rig directly to my watt meter, and the watt meter is dead nuts accurate. So when I tried to work you guys, when I called CQ this morning on 10 meters, I was outputting 1 milliwatt. I'll show you my notes with my measurements. And when I got all those RBN hits, I was outputting 23 milliwatts, not 100. Let me pause you and put you on a tripod. Hang on. Come on, phone. You could do it. So here's what I did, guys. Check it out. I decided to test the output of that attenuator network on every band with the output of the attenuator connected to a dummy load. Okay? Look what I got out. And I set the rig for an output of 10 watts because the ALC on this rig is a little bit off. And yeah, it's a little bit off. You'll see in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. The output of the attenuator, 70 milliwatts on 80. And look, on 20 meters, 23 milliwatts output. On 10 meters, 1. 1 milliwatt. And so I decided to check the power output of the rig with the rig set to 10 watts. And this is what I got on 80 through 10 meters. And there you can see that the rig's ALC is off. I have to set it about a watt higher than desired. But so I set the rig for an actual output of 10 watts, okay, as measured on my SWR power meter. An actual output of 10 watts on the rig resulted in this with the original attenuator. That's with the original attenuator with a single resistor on the input. Not 1 milliwatt. At least it's, yeah. Hang on. By the way, I thought I'd mention about this column. This is a response of, it's a test of the response of my watt meter's sensing unit. It's relatively, well, it is flat, 80 through 10 meters. Hang on. Okay, guys. So remember, this is what I just showed you on the other page. This is the output of that attenuator with the rig set to 10 watts. And that's because those resistors are too reactive. Just like one of you subscribers said, I forget your name now. I didn't think they'd be that reactive. I knew they would be a little bit, but I was hoping that the reactivity would make its ugly head known a lot higher in frequency than 10 meters. But no, they're really, really reactive. I'm going to have to rebuild my attenuator network using carbon composition resistors if I can get them. So what I did now over here is set my rig to a power level that resulted in 100 milliwatts out from my attenuator, okay? It's like, damn, so what do I do now? I already published my schedule of operation. What I could do when I call CQ on 10 meters, set the rig to 19 watts, and I'll get 100 milliwatts out. You know, on 15 meters, set the rig to 17 watts. And this is actual measurements that I took. So what do? Adjust the rig to whatever power level necessary to get 100 milliwatts out of my power attenuator network? That's what I'm going to do for now. That way, for now, I can still operate my schedule. I'm going to roast my attenuator network. It's going to be cooking. I'm going to have to put a fan on it. And even then, it's going to be cooking. Well, the input resistor will be. You know, you go pumping 19 watts into a 5-watt resistor, and you're going to make moki. We'll make moki. So there you go. I'm going to rebuild the attenuator network with better resistors. And until then, I guess I'm going to adjust the rig to a power level necessary to get 100 milliwatts out of the highly reactive attenuator network. So, yeah. I recorded a couple other videos this morning when I got done with my CQing, and I forget what I said on them now because I've been testing this attenuator for the last couple hours, and kind of discombobulated by it all. But I've got a plan, so I'll see what I recorded earlier, and boy, we're 7 minutes in. We'll see what I recorded earlier and stitch something together. Okay. So hang in there and try to work me every morning, 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. every morning, work Blizzo. You too can work Blizzo. Take it easy, guys. Bye. Well, session 1 completed. That was interesting. That was fun. That was fun. No contacts today, but I'm going to set you up on a tripod and address some comments. I'd like to reply to your comments on cam. You know what I found out about this session today? My battery is barely up to the task. See, guys, I run from a deep cycle battery around the corner there. And I've got 2 small linear battery chargers on it to keep it charged. And boy, it's barely up to the task of calling CQ constantly. You know what I love? I love having this voltmeter. I'm sorry. I love having this voltmeter sitting on the rig, or I suppose it's sitting on the carpeting. My towel's been called the carpeting. Drives people crazy. Drives you guys nuts because you're convinced the rig's going to overheat. It might. Watch. I'm going to hit the keyer. That's why I love having an analog voltmeter. It's connected right to the input of my rig. So that's, you know what I mean? Look at the voltage. It's dipping down to almost 11.5 volts. You know what I mean? Pretty soon the rig will be rebooting. But all in all, guys, not a terrible showing. Look at the RBN skimmer hits. I'm going to mention that again when we look at the comments. The RBN system. A commentor made a very good point about this little experiment of mine. Let's look at that, man. Not bad. 100 milliwatts. Let's look and see. Boy, I wish I could, hang on. Boy, this camera sucks. This is the best I can do, guys. But here are the skimmers. here are the distances, dang, man. A whole bunch of them right in the 600-mile range. On 20 meters on all three bands. Well, the only skimmers you see here listed are on 20 meters. That's interesting. I had one, I could have swore I had a hit on 10 or 15 meters, but regardless, yeah, so there you go. The signal reports, the signal to noise ratio, miserable. But the fact is, I was detected. Now then, let me address some comments. Hang on, I pause you. Okay, I won't mention your last name. Jeffrey, you'll bet me a shiny quarter that I get Europe within 3 days? Oh, Jeffrey, thanks for the vote of confidence. But regarding your bet, I suppose that means I would have to bet that I won't be able to. And I'm not betting against myself, Jeffrey. Thanks for the kind offer, though. Can't wait to see the results. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Jeffrey. William, you bet I'll make Europe on 100 milliwatts CW. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, William. You're the best. Thanks for your vote of confidence. Interesting screen, interesting user ID. GEIR. My eyes are terrible. GEIRHA. Might be a last name. Might be Gira. It looks like Gira. I will be watching RBN. And that's what I want, this comment here, that's what I wanted to mention. He'll be watching RBN? Oh, that's a most excellent idea to find out if I'm operating, that day. And, or if the band conditions are such that the skimmers will even detect me. That's a very, very good idea. And also because, for example, today, 14.062 was busy. So I dropped down to 14.060, like I mentioned I would be doing in my schedule video. Boy, I'm whistling on my S's. But yeah, and that's where the RBN system will tell you exactly what frequency I'm on if anyone detects me. Let's see. Kurt, that's messed up, man. 100 milliwatts. I could help you by giving you a radio check. Me standing by your front door. Yeah, Chuck, it's working. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Yeah. Thanks, Kurt. A radio check from my front door. I think we could do a little better than that. Maybe. I hope. I hope you're well. Let's see, what else? I wrote down at 9:26 this morning, I heard a very, very faint signal on 20 meters on 14.060. Wonder if that was any of you guys. Very faint down in the noise. If that was any of you guys, you were running some pretty low power. Yeah, let's see. When I'm testing at 100 milliwatts, there's really no point in sending QRL to see if the frequency's in use. Believe me, if it is in use, you're not going to bother anybody. They're not even going to know you're there. So, anyway, I remembered one of the most necessary items on my desk when doing weak signal work. And not that you'll be weak necessarily, but you might be. You might, if you want to work me at 100 milliwatts, you might be running, QRP. And no, it's my headphones. Look at those ugly ass things. They are so comfortable. My son threw them away and I got them out of the trash about 10 years ago. I love them. They're perfect for me. So anyway, that's day one. I'll catch you guys later. Hey, Scout, we got to go edit this nightmare. Yeah, we got to go put this thing together and make a real movie for the fellas. Say bye, guys. Say love you. Say come back soon. Come back soon. Take care, guys. One more thing. KE9 TV suggests that back in the day there weren't any Heathkit police or purists. He's right. There were no Heathkit police back in the day. And probably weren't any purists either. Very good point, sir. And another matter regarding the blue resistors and the printed circuit board in this old rig. I've been given my marching orders. I've been given my my orders. Get it done. Get it done. Yeah. So I will. Screw the Heathkit police. Screw the purists. I'm going to use these pretty bright blue resistors. Why? Because back in the day, there were no Heathkit police. And I've been given my marching orders. Like my mom used to say, when Mom used to say, "Mister, you've been given your marching orders," oof. It's time to get up and get the hell on out of there and go play. Saw a comment about my dim bulb tester. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do like it. Well, thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.